Okay, I'll have to have myself to the stage. Very important. How's it going, everyone? Everyone in the house. Thank you very much for being here. Is it a little? Why is the screen blurry? I see it blurry. I just cleaned it, seems to me. Let me clean it again in case. I'm going to clean that in case. Forgive me. That should be better. There we go. Maybe Siri's blurring the screen. She keeps popping up when I'm on the phone. She's popping up when I'm listening to videos about the elites, when I'm looking at CIA documents. She's popping up. I found this on the net. I never call her, but she's always there. Always there. So how's my audio, everyone? I hope I'm not speaking too loud. If I am, Darla, anyone, tell me, let me know. Welcome, everyone. We have Anika in the house. The problem's still not fixed, Anika. I can still answer you with the French channel, but it's totally weird that the problem persists, and there's a couple of other people that I was not able to reply. Some people I don't even know. Alex, how's it going, brother? Jules in the house. So yet again, the curse of the not second stream. I am going to get a video up with my son. It's like the minute I finish the stream here at 3:00, I'm going to head on over and meet up with him, and he's going to come over just for an evening. I'll be back on the videos tomorrow afternoon and comments as always. Canada Day. I'm not celebrating. I'll be working, making some nice videos. I hope some of you are starting to miss the moon research. I know you are, because it's always fun looking at all the incredible findings on the moon and the research. So yeah, why the hell is Bruce talking about a mothership in the news? And no, it wasn't on Daily Mail. It was actually on Fox News. KDVR could be. I know they have different branches, whatnot, wherever they are. So that's interesting. Did you all know that also Donald Trump, did you see the debate yesterday? It wasn't much of a debate, but it was very interesting. Donald did good, as always. Biden, the corpse. How did Sky News say that? She said, Rita, pretty Rita. She goes, it's the first time that I see a corpse being murdered. It was very bad. Long story short, why am I mentioning Trump? Trump also has UFO files. He's holding UFO documents, and it's documents that he wants to bring to the table. They're talking more and more about the presidential elections, bringing in the UAP question, and they are going to be asked, I hope, about this question, because it's something that's inevitable. So listen, a mothership, for once, I think this is the first time really that I hear a story that this could actually be a mothership. Could be human also, by the way. Could be one of the ships that Gary McKinnon mentioned, the possibility of being outside, with a non-terrestrial, not necessarily alien, like Gary says, non-terrestrial group of individuals in lower Earth, around Earth, in lower Earth, Leo, lower Earth objects. I think a couple of ships could be some of the objects that are stationary, floating around or whatnot, going around the world. So what's interesting about that mothership is it has 3 stories. Anyways, we'll get into the story after. Story, get it? 3 stories, and they said that they could see 3 level sets of windows about the same height as a 3-story building. So that's interesting. They confirmed the many dozens of people there, that they were not drones, they were not satellites, they were not even planes, and they were very large. It was very large. A couple days before that, there's some other ones that we're seeing. One that looks like a ring of smoke, black ring of smoke, just a ring that appears and disappears. Listen, if there's ever been a time where we can say that real ship are here, or they've arrived, or like in the movie The V, or however you want to look at it, or your perception of this, I think it's really happening. And I think it's always been, they've always been there. It's just that now there's something to do with, and I'm going to throw this out there without even knowing, just a theory, assuming a treaty's end or a new beginning of a treaty, having to do or not with a new world order. We know that there's a lot of changes being done here on Earth. And don't forget, they're buzzing the silos. They're buzzing the silos of the nuclear silos. And they're over top of the bases. They're hovering over top of the bases and areas, and some bases, I mean, private, secret. But they're not going to mention that, right? Because they don't want people to know exactly what's going on, obviously. Pentagon, CIA still withholding information, doing everything they can to withhold information. Representative Tim Burchett, the UFO caucus, obviously, if you all know Tim Burchett, the representative from Tennessee, mentioned just the other day, he says, dag nabbit is what he says, instead of God damn it. But anyways, dag nabbit, love the guy. He says, truthful or not, he goes, they said they didn't have any information on UFOs. They knew nothing. And then all of a sudden they bring out information about it. So are they lying or not? It's always the mention by Tim Burchett that these guys are lying. Hello to Twitter. Thank you very much for being here. You are all lifesavers, because the algorithm, the traffic on YouTube has completely stopped. The beautiful people that you see here come by every time is the family that's here. And if it wasn't for you all, I wouldn't have any views. And, the channel's still always going to be here, whether there's a lot of views or not. And that's sort of a cool thing. Maybe by me not getting too popular, it permits me to continue to do the research. The research is pretty scary many a times. I'll laugh. I got music in the videos and stuff, but it's something that's extremely controversial. Obviously, it affects national security, but I don't have any clearances. Like I say a lot, I don't have any clearances to go through. I'm not a governmental official and or governmental agent, or maybe I am, right? Which a lot of people say, which I like the mystery of it all. But in reality, government officials and agents cannot speak out about that. The beautiful thing is that on the inside of the CIA, the FBI, and even in Congress, as much on the Democratic side, committees, whatnot, Republican side, there are people on the inside, patriotic people, trying to bring out the truth, really trying to bring the transparency out. Some of them are being hindered by gag orders. They did it to Trump. They did it to everyone that are working on secret projects, the presidents and whatnot. FOIA requests. So there's some FOIA requests coming out related to UFOs, also very interesting. So if you don't know what a FOIA request is, it's Freedom of Information Act requests. Okay. And the Freedom of Information Act, you can also look up that either by Senate bill or whatnot. They passed stature, and it's going to change the laws and rules on how the CIA, the FBI are going to be able to operate in the United States of America. They are, from what I can understand, they're obviously too strong. They have too much power. They're getting a lot of money and funds, and they're taking some. Many of it has been stolen, a lot of fraud going on. But again, as anything or any group of people, you can't put them all in the same basket. And the only hope I have is that on the inside, there are some agents that are going to bring some truth out. I'm 100% positive about that. 100% positive about that. But that is just my opinion. I know a lot of you here do not think anything's going to come from it. But the problem is we already have so much that came from it. I repeat myself all the time. In South Korea, the massive UFO that is buried underground with a structure over top that has dual purposes being used, obviously doing secret research on that craft. And that's only one part of the world, in South Korea of all places. Crazy Music Space Jam, thank you so much, sir. We're going to probably stream tomorrow. Okay, right. With the Yamaha and repairs and whatnot. So those of you that don't know it, Elias, this is his second channel, Crazy Music Space Jam. Elias Valhatla, his first channel. He's always here, contributor to the channel. He does live streams. He plays music, also has a lot of instruments on his channel. So tomorrow is at 1 p.m. If I'm here with my son or not, I'll see. I hope so. I should be on the verge of coming or going with leaving maybe with him. So probably streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. showing the part 1 of my guitar makeover. An older guitar makeover, my friends. Just want to let you know, no evening stream today. Unfortunately, I don't think so. If my son wants to come on and stream for an hour or 30 minutes, yeah, maybe we can. He probably won't mind. We've got a lot of problems in the past with my son that I never wanted to bring him on screen, but he's an adult. If he wants to come on, he can come on. We want to do a podcast also by the fire, talk about a lot of stuff. When he calls me, and we're always talking about the elites and everything that's going on, and he's working a lot, doing a lot of overtime, changing shifts and everything. So he's not really up to date. Like everybody that works is not always up to date in the news, what's going on. So I try to keep him informed. Thank you so much, Crazy Music Space Jam. So tomorrow, that is where we're going to be at 1 p.m. And if not, I'm going to try to make it for sure. And I'm pretty sure I will, to be able to do the makeover. Right on, brother. Thank you very much for the generous contributions. Cecil Lee, thanks so much, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the wonderful comments, man. Checking out the platforms, encouraging the channel, helping the channel evolve, grow. Hopefully it will grow. And for those that don't know it, it's a hidden channel here somewhere, and it is bugging the living hell out of me. Why is it appearing stuck in the glasses or somewhere? Okay. I remember what I was saying. Nicole S. BSA family, thank you very much. BSA, biggest competitors of CSA, Canadian Space Agency. Elvis is in the building. Thank you very much. And this is driving me nuts. Be right back. Mysterious hair appearing in my glasses, but there's no hair. So, Anika, thank you very much. Karen, thanks a lot, Karen. Thanks for everything, you guys, the comments, and all the amazing support that you're giving the channel. I can't thank you all enough, honestly. Rod R. So Trump, what information is Trump holding in documents? I've mentioned it many a times, especially almost a year ago, more than a year ago. Hey, 100 and some days till the election, guys, in the States, by the way. 130, 134, 133, something like that. So that is going to be interesting. Biden yesterday was just brain dead. The faces he was making, and it's hilarious. Jill brought him off the stage, like literally with her arms under his two arms, and he toppled stair by stair, 1 foot sideways. Unreal. Jill's the worst in all of that. Look at it the way you want. She's there allowing them to manipulate his husband, because it's nothing less than a manipulation to get a guy that has dementia like that up on the stage and force him to be a president of the country. And the sad part is that I'm not American. Much respect to all Americans. Obviously, America will never die. They only try to get rid of the flag, but it's, Americans are always Americans. But long story short, why am I talking about Americans? Yeah, he just he's looking. This is driving me nuts. Why is there a hair appearing in front of the glass, and it's like flowing in my eyes? You start a big Super Bowl commentary, and then that little hair's in your. Be funny. B.A. Bradster, thank you very much. God, Bruce. Comment what you want, though. En passant, bonne journée à tous. Amanix, merci vraiment beaucoup. Et à toi aussi, passe une journée exceptionnelle. Hello, Age Nost. Thank you very much, brother, for being here. Right on. Karen 18. God again. You're allowed a third God, and that's about it. There you go. Damn autocorrect. Good. Hello, Bruce and all. Thank you very much. B.A. Bradster, welcome. Azur Nativ, hello, brother. Merci, mon frère. Thanks for being here and there. Yeah, Elvis is in the building, in the house. Scorpio, hi, everyone, from Afghanistan. Hey, man, Scorpio, thank you again for coming back. Really appreciate that. Telling you guys, my dear friend, I'm sorry. Mademoiselle Scorpio, thank you very much. No, seriously, it's greatly appreciated. Especially people from further out in the world and stuff like that. It's an honor, and I really appreciate you from Afghanistan being here. Thank you very much. Right on. Thank you, Jules. Afghanistan went through hell. We all know. Myro 2033. Hi. Thanks a lot. Grip Rippers in the house. Yes, we're all fit and well. Maybe not fit as I want to be, but it really was, Jules. It was something out of this world. And the poor guy, when he walks in, Biden first walks in like this. I'm like, oh no, he's doing the mummy again. He looks like Tutankhamun. This guy coming. I was expecting to see him like a ghost, like the feet don't move. He just floats a bit upwards over the floor to get to get to the debate stage, much like in a Casper cartoon. Yeah, it was bad, really, really bad. So basically, he had a script that he memorized, and when Trump was talking, the worst of it, he was on the right, Biden, so he'd look to the left. And he's sitting there looking to the left, and Trump was over on the right. I loved it. At one point, he started getting really confused. Biden, and then Trump just looked at him. You know how he was? He looked mad. he looked pretty fucking angry. Look at the way you want, sitting there, Biden lying through his teeth, saying, he's screwing porn stars and this and that. He never did. Stormy Daniels, that's a load of crock. But they try to use it against him. C'est pas nul. Si tu ne comprends pas, c'est sûr et certain. Crois-moi, moi, je parle anglais et français, puis je trouve que la langue française est plus nulle. Honnêtement. Robert Hammond. Hi there, my friend Bruce. It's been a while, but right on, Robert. How are you, brother? Thanks, man. Absolutely, Kai. This is the extremely interesting thing that we have fleet arriving. And what they're doing is that they're appearing and disappearing. So on top of it, it could be that they're there. It's been a while and they're showing themselves. There's something changing. They could be human. But 3 stories, and guys, this came from Fox News, So, they're not too bad, Fox. You have some people inside of Fox that are okay. And really, the narrative is always to hide everything. But they're not all corrupt, right? Some of them just don't tell the truth or talk about it, but that you just withhold. That's like the Pentagon. Oh, they're liars. They're liars. No, they don't lie. Basically, well, yes, they do. But basically, they're not continually lying. They just don't talk about the truth. They say that they don't know about it. They say it doesn't exist, or they, counter offer to say, no, it's not us. It's the Navy. I go to the head of the office of the Navy of so-and-so division. Have you ever taken the time to look up the United States defense and I mean all the branches that they have, all the different associations that are related to them, that even with food, I mean, it's worldwide too, different places around the world. It's incredible. People just think, oh, it's the military. They're just stationed at home and they come in a bunch of, beds, bunk beds, so that they can go to war and then they go back home. No, it's, there's always soldiers someplace sent somewhere, and most likely, obviously, secret projects. The CIA document on Operation Bluebeam, I've seen it many a times. Fake alien invasion. I don't know if it's going to be a fake alien invasion. I would doubt it. I would actually doubt it. But hey, man, it could absolutely be that is what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a real invasion in theory, and that the government's going to say it's a fake invasion, as compared to some people thinking that they're going to say, oh, the aliens are invading. No, the government's not even admitting to extraterrestrials, like they have, but they're doing everything they can not to admit to it. And again, that's just my opinion, but you could be right. But Operation Bluebeam, Operation Bluebeam doesn't exist as a real project. There's no document in the United States in any document that talks about being a real project. We saw Van Gogh talk about it, Van Gogh or whatever. I keep mixing up the painter with the UFO guy. And I don't know. I really don't know about that. Bluebeam, well, I don't know if that exists either. I mean, there's the story about Operation Bluebeam. I think it's very interesting. I know there's even some military people that talked about it. But there's no evidence that that bloody operation ever existed. I looked it up, and it's one of the only ones out of all the ones we name. Like the Philadelphia Project, it happened. It was there. Well, the boat was real, more or less, but I don't know. I really don't know. But if there's another document about the CIA talking about Operation Bluebeam, that would be extremely interesting. So obviously, we would have confirmation that it does exist or that it possibly could exist, because in reality, Operation Bluebeam, what I believe is a pseudonym, aka another real name of an operation, has maybe remained hidden. Also, in theory. Right on, Kai. Having some net problems, Kai, a bit. We're talking about space. The biggest one is between Biden ears. No, seriously, it's the biggest empty universe, the most vast emptiness of a universe between Biden's ears. Horrible. And obviously, no way in hell that Biden is making decisions and signing important documents and making treaties with other countries. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell. Very hot in Afghanistan, says Scorpio. So I sleep outside and saw a huge ship a few days ago. Thank you for mentioning that. Scorpio, I've never, ever seen anyone come here from Afghanistan to talk about, I better be careful. Maybe a couple of people to talk about having seen craft in the sky. And again, we can talk about that. It doesn't mean it's a demon, doesn't mean it's an alien, doesn't mean it could be human, whatnot. But I don't confirm that. I just confirm that, yeah, there are ships in the sky. Basically, what I'm seeing are not craft, they're lights. I have seen that one unique light that changes shape and form, looks like a transparent craft, which has been mentioned before. It's going to come out in the UFO reports, because there'll be more reports, Scorpio, coming out for the UFOs very soon. By the end of the summer or at the beginning of fall, they're supposed to talk about more. I would think Afghanistan has a lot of ships there. I would think that it was infested, most likely with the ships, and of course the nice, beautiful, dark skies to be able to see it. Thanks for sharing that, Scorpio. Sevenator, how are you, brother? Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for everything, eh? The comments, man, all the contributions to support you guys. Thanks for being members. Sharing out the channels, talking about me. Thank you so much, guys. KM is here. How are you? Thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate that, man. Always. I think so too, Jules. A lot of you, Andromeda Native has mentioned it. Christy, a lot of people mentioned here over the years saying, yeah, eventually we're just going, and I agree too, that eventually we're going to look up, and most likely, you know what? I don't think we'll see them arrive. I think we'll wake up and they'll be there. I'll be there, just sitting there, not moving, showing people that they're real, not making any big lightning or anything around, just a craft staying still, massive craft staying still. Is it to get humans used to seeing that? Is it to get humans used to what is going to come, the change in religion and integration? Guys, there's so much that can come from this. A new religion can come from this. And I'm not talking even about the New World Order one. I'm talking about a major change in everything. They're going to change the electrical grid. Free energy exists. So when are we, if we ever do transfer over to free energy, I don't know, but it's something that does exist. Of course, they're going to charge us or whatnot, but it doesn't matter. I'm not so afraid of the electrical grid going down. Airplanes, it's only a matter of time till they take them off the road. Trudeau's already talking about taking the cars off the road. So has the States. World Economic Forum. Of course, this is the deep state, right, that are making all of these decisions. And there's only a handful or two of the deep state really running this world that we found out very recently. Imagine that. So it's something incredible. Absolutely incredible. Hey, Robert, I love you, man. Thank you so much. B.A. Bradster, that's what I want, guys. Thumbs up. And listen, it's so rare, that we get people here viewing the channel and the research. I have research real UFO videos, and this I have a big enough telescope, a scientific 14-inch celestron telescope with the option of high definition, another $2,000-$3,000 more now today. The price of my telescope went up a lot, a CGXL 14-inch telescope. So look it up, Celestron CGXL scope. You'll see 2 or 3 different ones. Look at the most expensive one and why the most expensive one with the high definition. And telescopes are really getting up there, but we have access of seeing a lot of stuff happening. And now, not only on the moon, but I have in my backyard, literally, several hundreds of feet from me in the back, where they're actually constructing now in town, we have UFOs rising up from low in the sky, appearing, and we have some coming down. And almost every night I see debris coming from that region when you see a lot of the UFOs going up. So I believe you will, Scorpio, because I think the people that start seeing them have a tendency of re-seeing them. I don't know if it's because of the area we live in. Maybe it's because we live in a certain area and there are portals over me. I'm very careful mentioning the word portals. I know it might be a little science fiction for some, but some type of entry. I'm just saying quite simply, when a UFO comes into our world, and now I'm being careful, is it something from another dimension that can come into our world? But if it's something from the moon, well, they're already in our world, right? Or are they? Do we each live in little worlds? We each have our own little atmosphere, things going on, or organic material and asteroids, or water. And do you know how much meteor strikes? So they say on Mars, seen in seismic data that they've been looking at, because I've been seeing a lot of information coming out about seismic data on Mars. I don't think we're going to go live there, but we would have to live on the inside. That would confirm what former defense minister in Israel, Haim Eshed, said, that there were hybrids working for the US and NASA and defense living inside of Mars. Almost 300 meteor strikes a year, and as big as 20, 30 feet craters are being formed all around Mars, or I don't know if it's all around, but maybe parts of Mars. But that's where it all is, right? Like the Kuiper belt and all the asteroid belt between Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, all that region, and like right in the center there, you got everything flying, whizzing by there. The asteroids, the amount of asteroids that fly by Venus, and this is more information just coming out, is incredible. If we lived near Venus or closer to Venus, we'd be able to see so many rocks flying by them. Every time I zoom up, I see something happening. Explosions on it. You see bright flashes, incredible bright flashes happening. It's quite amazing, actually. I'm telling you. Chip, thank you so much, man. Keep up the goodies. Is flight. Thank you very much, Chip. Thanks, bro. Hey, Cecil, thank you, man. You guys, amazing. Chip, thanks, you guys. Thank you, Robert. Grace is in the house. Welcome. Hello, Grace. Thank you very much for being here. USA in the house. USA soon to be free. 130 some days, and you will see. Lurking today. Hey, man. Sabinator, I can't thank you enough for being here, especially at that time, man. Right on, bro. And at the same time, good night. Have an amazing evening. Be seeing you tomorrow, brother. Thanks for lurking in. Keep on keeping on. Karen Fitzpatrick, thanks for being here. We'll keep watching. Absolutely. More to come. Little weather trouble here. It's been pretty insane, but it doesn't matter. We have so much accumulated documents and files. Not trying to make myself sound important. Hey, several black boxes, so many captures and sightings, explosions, UFOs, living creatures on the moon, real structures, pipes, tunnels leading to certain areas with UFOs coming out of craters, lions and tigers and bears. Just absolutely incredible. Research never stops, and it never will. No intentions on doing so. I was expecting an explosion in 2024, but it didn't quite happen yet. But I was absolutely expecting it. And real quickly, if you're curious about that mothership, and there's so many people here, I should maybe just take 2 minutes to read the news coming in. So Every single morning, I look at the UFO news. I try to see what's new. Unfortunately, it's almost never anything new. They've been rambling on about Subway for UFO Day that are sending out foot-long with drones, foot-long submarines on UFO Day and stuff, just trying to turn the story around. So Trump says he has UFO files. He does have UFO files in hand. And I was hoping also that at the debate that they were going to ask a lot more. So here we go. They're scrubbing information from Google page. I found it though. I do a search on Google. You know how it is. You do a search and then you get the purple or pink link that tells you when you go back it's not blue because you've already looked at the link. Well, they're disappearing. And I notice a lot of manipulation during the search. And obviously, this has to do with the upcoming elections. There's talk of Google actually being able to transfer anywhere from 2 to 6 to 20 million votes over and shift them over. And this is a whistleblower that is coming out with information that has been spying on Google. A lot of bad things that are being done, and that's coming out. So yeah, they say we live in times of revelations. Well, of course we do. Yeah, that is a fact. Whether it has to do with the Bible or not, we're living in times of revelations. Lots of things that are actually, being revealed. So what just happened? And this is on Fox. Okay, Fox 31. It would be channel 2. Colorado's very own. So in Colorado, I have a lot of links for Fox News, Denver, Colorado, also Las Vegas and stuff. There's different branches of them, or not branches, branches, reporters that are in different areas. And a lot of them are starting to talk about UFOs. Listen, kudos to Fox for doing so, because nobody is doing so, right? There's not many people talking about it. Denver, KDVR. So again, channel 2, Fox 31, Colorado's own. It was like any other night at Red Rocks amphitheater. And don't forget, there's several dozen witnesses. So there's more than one witness. So this is not something that's easy to hide. So until a report said an odd object lit up the sky for 30 seconds before vanishing. So this is not a long capture, right? But it's long as hell if the 30 seconds it was a mothership in the sky. So for 30 seconds before vanishing, it wasn't an airplane, they say. It wasn't a shooting star. Dozens were certain it was a 3-story long UFO. Okay. Based on a report from the National UFO Reporting Center, a user claiming to be an employee at Red Rocks said dozens of workers saw a UFO in the sky in mid-June. Hey, what is over there? It looks like a spaceship, literally. The report said the worker was at the amphitheater on June 5th. See, June 5th, it's only coming out now. So they hold back. Imagine what else happened that they're not talking to us about. On June 5th at around 1 a.m., for 30 seconds at 1 a.m. Imagine when a dozen people saw what looked to be a large disc-shaped craft with 3 levels of windows. That's crazy. That is crazy. I love it. A coworker noticed it first and said to the group, "Hey, what is that over there? It looks like a spaceship," according to the report. The report said about a dozen others saw it hovering silently about half a mile north of Red Rocks. So a confirmation a bit further in Red Rocks. It looked to be a metallic aircraft, several hundred feet long. Remember the size of things that they're talking about. Several hundred feet long, so it's bigger than a football field. Interesting. However, about half a mile north of Red Rock, it looked to be a metallic aircraft, several hundred feet long, with the report comparing it to a 3-story office. 3-story office. Now, hang on here. How come I looked it up, 3-story, to be able to properly pronounce it? And Google told me it's S-T-O-R-E-Y. Now, why is it written just story here? So I want to correct my post on the community. Let's see here. Give me a second. Giant UFO mothership. So 3-story. 3 stories. I guess we'll just rate stories like that. In Red Rock, 3 levels, as big as a building. Pretty interesting, eh? When you think of it as big as a building. So a coworker noticed it, first said to the group, hey, what's that over there? Looks like a spaceship, according to the report. The report said about a dozen others saw it hovering silently about a half mile from Red Rock. Okay, it looks like metallic, okay, hundreds of feet long, with a report comparing it to a 3-story building. However, once more, people started to notice a UFO. The report said the craft tipped and faded away. Vanishes into thin air. So the craft was just hovering there. And then, by the way, that's how craft travel, by the way. Tipped. I don't know how far it tipped, but tipped probably sideways to put their anti-gravity thrusters, to take off sideways or through a portal. Very interesting. The report said that a dozen others saw, okay, so however, into thin air, mysterious. Oh, also a monolith appears in northern Colorado, actually. Another monolith that appeared. So this was not a plane, they say. It wasn't a satellite, wasn't a drone, or anything like that. There was no mistaking what this was. We all saw a giant disc-shaped craft hovering a few hundred feet above the ground. The same height that I saw mine, a few hundred feet, lower than the planes. Obviously not to hit planes, right? Above the ground with 3 rows of windows and lights inside of them. Or, and I added the inside the craft. It could be on the outside. I don't know. I mean, could you see different lights appeared up in the craft, like its office windows or whatnot? Listen, guys, could be. The reporting center is a place for users to tell their mysterious stories and keep track of sightings while the center tries its best to corroborate the story. While there are no pictures to confirm, and none of this report has been confirmed by any government agencies or the amphitheater, this isn't the first report in Colorado. Lots of UFO sightings there, they say. The state actually has some of the most reported UFO sightings in the U.S., with reports ranging from a triangle object to a circle of lights. This Red Rocks report was among one of the more recent ones. So there's a little bit of news that came out. That's also extremely interesting. Yann, comment ça va, mon frère? These thanks again, you guys. Trevor, how are you, brother? Been a while. Right on. Hope you're doing well. I am, man. Thank you very much. Karen Fitzpatrick, again, thanks for being here. Hope one day to see a craft on the inside. Scorpio, I do too, I do too. I tend to think maybe I have, but that I wouldn't know that I'd be there, because obviously they wouldn't allow people to know that they're there. If you don't feel any inertia or anything in the craft or whatnot, you're just literally sitting in a room. You can appear there. They wouldn't have to show you windows or the outside or that you're in the craft, but maybe they would. Maybe they would, because they're trying to reveal themselves. Guys, we're living in such a beautiful time. If you're into UFO stories, it's not a story anymore. It's reality. Other beings do exist. Possibly, in theory, some have been interacting with the human race a long time ago. Excuse me. Or living here on the inside of Earth, like the Harvard study recently coming out, or on the inside of the moon, which I am so happy that they mentioned, because I believe more reports are going to come out, and they're going to start talking a lot more about the moon. Why do you think they're holding back the Artemis program? I'm pretty sure it has to do with them not being allowed to go to the moon, right? So the Galactic Federation says that they will reveal themselves. That's something we heard a couple of years ago, but they're not ready right now. And that was a couple of years ago. So are they ready now? I think they are. I think it'll be a matter of having no choice. If it's leaked out, it's leaked out. They can be as strong as they want, the aliens, but they're not going to stop a leak from coming out. Lucky you, lucky boy. Thank you very much, Jules. Absolutely, Cecil. As always, I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, listen, we're living in exciting times. Fox News talking about a ship, a mothership, like literally with 3 levels, like a building with windows. Guys, that's not a drone, right? Like a drone UFO, possibly even a big one. Are they going to make a drone with nobody in it and have like 3 levels of windows and lights all around it? And it reminds me a lot about humans when you think of it. It was. And or what we do here, maybe we imitate everything. Maybe we found an alien buried in the ground that had buttons in a shirt that tied up a coat with cufflinks and everything. And we said, holy shit, this is genius. Little hole, little plastic circle, whatever button. You know, everything we know, I think, comes from extraterrestrials. How much does our evolution contribute to what we've learned? Right? Was it several times that extraterrestrials came here? I believe so. Or is it just us evolving from a worm, even funnier, to an intelligent being with arms and legs that we build, we construct, and we travel to other um, um, planets and now maybe even other dimensions? Like maybe they're not traveling themselves, but I think they are, because apparently I remember years ago them talking about astronauts that are on secret projects going to other dimensions, right? Whether it's true or not. Some people declared that it is true, that it actually happened. Mix Mayhem finally got here. Greetings to all. Thank you very much. You and each week here at BSA. Good to see you. Thank you. Are you talking about the Rebel News truck? I tell people about you. People are so busy working. Yes, to sustain life at the moment. It's crazy how expensive things are. So true, Trevor. 5 regular sized pork chops. I eat only meat, okay? 5 regular sized pork chops, okay? A little pack like this, that thin, okay, is $10 plus tax. And that's looking at for specials, okay? Which is mind blowing. So 10 packs like that, I'm up over $100 just for what? For 50 pork chops? $100? That's a lot of fucking money when you think of it. Crazy. And you buy coffee, another 10, 20, 30 there now. It's bad. It really is bad for everyone, all the countries. It's just crazy. Susan Ravella, happy Friday. Thank you very much. How are you, Susan? Hopefully I'll be able to make a little fire this evening with my son and maybe get a video up. And back to work to grow the channel, and every day work so hard. It's fun. It's fun being able to see all of these things. And even if I only share it with a small group of people, it's awesome. It's amazing. Yes, coffee time. Speaking of coffee times, I need a refill. Yeah, no crickets for me either. I'll eat a cat before I eat crickets. I'll eat cats before I eat crickets. Definitely. Marianne, Bryce, how are you? Beautiful name. Marianne, I love that name. Hey, from Bonnie, Scotland. Beautiful name and a beautiful place. Thank you, Scotland. Why can't I can't put you on screen. There we go. Oh, a little bit of a lag here. Thanks, Cecil. Can't thank you enough, brother. I mean it. The real Wayno is in the house. Am I late? Nag damn it. Oh, I was laughing so much when Tim Burchett says that. Dag nabbit, or I don't know what he says. Nag dabbit. Nag dabbit. Dag nabbit. The bacon bokebee. Thanks, Jules. Again, thank you, Nicole S., for being here. It really was a clown show, Scorpio. It was a real clown show. So sad. Yes, Jules. She literally talked to him like he was a 3-year-old. And, you did good. You answered all the questions. Oh. Just to say we didn't see her give him a sucker or something. Oh, where's the ice cream, baby? Hang on. We got to get off stage. We don't show people you like the ice cream. They're going to tease you because they want ice cream too, Joe. You know that. Let's go, Joe is his motto, by the way. Did you know that? Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Brandon. He used let's go, Joe. Hilarious. Oh, yeah. Thanks so much for coming by, everyone. Joe laughing at Trump when he mentions taking cognitive tests. Yes. Come on, Brandon, just take one test. He didn't want to take a blood test. He didn't want people to know that he had children blood in him. He didn't want to take a blood test. What else did he not want to do? Trump was open to taking a blood test. He says, yep, I'm willing to take a blood test. Absolutely. When he came out, it looked like he was in the UFC. Trump came out like a boss, real calm. I love the mouth. He does it so. I was watching Rita from Australian Sky News Australia. I love her. Hilarious. Lefty's losing it when she makes those shows, and she shows a lot of stuff. She did a 15-minute commentary, I think, on the debate, and it was just hilarious. Seriously, Biden looked totally confused. I don't believe that there wasn't a monitor. I have a hard time believing there was no monitor. And I do believe maybe he possibly had an earpiece. One point, everyone's allowed touching their ear, but he did touch his ear at one point. And he's sort of like, he looked so confused. Took care of my husband till he died from dementia. And Biden running the country is pitiful. It really is, Jules. And like I said, I'm sorry for that at the same time. A lot of families we have to go through that. But absolutely, Jules. But the thing is, yes, what they're doing to Biden, I don't think it's cool because he obviously doesn't know. Sure, he was a bad man. But now that he has dementia and stuff, it's just so wrong for him being up on stage like that. And of course, the guy does have cognitive problems, which is normal if he has dementia. Nothing wrong with him. He's normal. But having him there as president, he's going to be mocked, ridiculed, and stuff. Good thing he was a bad person because it makes it easy to mock him. But dementia, there's nothing funny about that. My grandfather passed away with dementia. And dementia, yeah, exactly. There's different types, right? How's it hanging? Susan, how's the weather? We got rain coming all weekend. I'm gonna grab some coffee. We have rain coming all darn weekend, unfortunately. I had time to cut my grass. I did all that. Hurt my shoulder again. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, I do actually. Moving the fence, moving shit too quickly. I still move stuff around like I was 20 years old. And I also move stuff around like I was 115 pounds heavier. I could move trucks. I could move mountains. Not anymore. Very positive person, says Cecil. And when I watch the debate, Biden can barely get his words out. Absolutely. Listen, it was embarrassing. And the worst of it is talking like this. Wasn't talking loud. Anyways, it's like you're. I kept going, clear your throat, speak louder. I was almost supporting him at the end. Come on, speak louder. You can do it. Just one reply. There was no reply. His reply was a look of confusion. That's what he replied. Biden replied. As a Canadian, I know exactly what's going on. The big shit show. Thanks again, Marianne. Yeah. Kristen, how are you? Sorry, I must have missed you higher up. I'm sure you said hello. Kristen, how are you? Too slow. No, I think the internet's too damn slow. Thanks a lot, Elias Valhatla. Tomorrow, 1 p.m., guys. I'm going to be over at Crazy Music Space Jams channel. And a lot of you from here do come over there. So I think that's pretty cool. I really appreciate that. Anika, my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Anika. Mama Bear is in the house. We have yet to do the chat also online. Like, we keep saying that we're supposed to do it. There's a lot of you, a lot of you guys and gals keep saying, "Oh, I'd like to come on a private chat or something with you." We can always do that anytime, guys. Obviously, Canada Day was canceled in Montreal because they're protecting the Pride event. So they're putting the funds over to the Pride event. So that means if there will be no, I wonder if they're going to stop the fireworks and stuff. Horrible. I wonder. We have no idea. Thank you, Susan Ravella. Listen, Alex, honestly, yeah, I love watching him. I love every time he makes a speech. I watch all of his speeches, no matter when he's talking or falling or fumbling. There's even a comedian. I don't remember what his name is, but he goes, I love it when Biden gets confused and he does the nose scratch. He goes, well, the thing. He does that, and then his hand goes back, points forward. It's like a robot. Very robotic, eh, Biden? Damo arigato, Mr. Robot. Yeah, he's very robotic, and he is entertaining, Alex, watching him. He was such a bad person. I heard that guy say out loud, putting black people in chains. I heard that guy say a whole bunch of bad things about other races. And it's funny, eh? Everything that he's saying today in his presidency and his administration is saying today is the absolute opposite of what Biden said in the past. Okay. Another good one is Biden saying drug people on drugs and stuff, they have no part in society. They'll lose their money. They'll lose everything. They'll lose their homes. They'll lose their agencies, businesses and whatnot. They'll be jailed. And in reality, well, I was watching a video of somebody saying that. And on the right, they showed a video of Hunter Biden smoking a crack pipe that was just beside him, the president's son, right? Lots of evil things that they've been doing, these family bloodlines of the presidencies that go by, Clintons, Bushes. Thought my luck was in when my wife said she had got me a stripper. Turns out I misheard strimmer. Good one. Rod R, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, listen, it killed off at one point, right? Like it's the more I showed, and when the UFO started rising in the background, everyone's like, "Nah, something else he's showing, the son of a bitch," and they started blocking me more and more. I thought it was pretty interesting that happened. For those that don't know it, and if you are new watching the channel, thanks Twitter, thanks everyone. I stream on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock Eastern time. 5 p.m. And I stream also on Fridays today, usually from 1 to 3 and from 8 to 10, always. And I will as of next week. But again, if we miss a stream tonight, you guys know me. I'll probably be on tomorrow night doing a stream. Maybe more news is going to come out. Like you guys know it. Once the UFO news hits and another report comes out, then it's explosion. We'll be back on the horn again talking about it because it's just so damn interesting. I know a lot of information is bound to come out now related to UFOs and the moon. I'm anxious for that. Anyone know or watched Rays of Light yet? I've watched a Disclosure with him and Jason's. I've not, my friend. That I appreciate, my friend Kai. Exactly, KB. I don't know, brother. Do not know what's up with the ships. I do think they exist. I honestly do believe that they can exist. I just hope that there are ships that are for us and that it's not alien vessels or if it's alien vessels, maybe I'd be even a little less afraid. Me, it's the fact that humans could have UFOs. I really don't like that because there's those that UFO and Navy guy or commander, I'm not sure if it was a commander or a guy that cried talking about children being brought onto a UFO and that there were gas masks, to put them to sleep that was hanging from everywhere. They're all tied up in the friggin' UFO craft. And the guy was crying. So there's obviously things that are happening with UFOs that are out of this world, literally out of this world. But I don't give a shite about that. I want it to come out. I want to know the nitty gritty details, no matter how evil, bad, horrific, scary it may be. Because I think it's scarier the unknown, because now we don't know. We're probably assuming things are bad where they're not, and things are good where they're not. So another possibility. Hey, you guys spoiling me. Thank you so much, guys. A lot. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the encouragement. Wow. Jules, thank you guys for all you do for all of us. I love you to pieces, Jules. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. That was worth a sip. So I seen his page, Lancaster. Yes, our friend Peter Benton. Laughed my ass off. What a real joke. It was a long time ago, but I had to stick up for Bruce. Oh, yeah. If you've seen that one, yeah, Lancaster. And all these people were, really bad swear words and whatnot. When I opened the Rumble the first time, Cecil, they were really bad on the channel. But I'm here for truth. I am a whistleblower, and the information that I have, the videos that I have, were not ever leaked by any whistleblower anywhere in the world. So me, as being just a regular medical bus driver, and then eventually a school bus driver, because I the funds for that governmental job, I was funded by the government to be able to drive around people that had very heavy handicaps of all ages. And then that contract they stopped paying. And then I went to a school bus driver, not for long. Didn't like that too much. I did, being able to interact with the kids. It was sort of fun, but it wasn't. Very cold out here in the boonies. But the attacks really started when people saw that, oh my God, he actually has some UFOs like coming out of the moon, and oh shit, he's got a 14-inch scope. So there was a lot of people mad, a lot of jealousy and stuff like that. There's a platform here for everyone. Everyone's welcome to start their own channels to be able to find out what's up on the moon. But what I have was presented again in 2021 at the UFO conference, right? It's international UFO conference. It was worldwide. It was televised. It was on radio. And it didn't attract people to the channel. As a matter of fact, I was hidden as of then, but sort of a compliment. And that's the trophy for somebody that comes out with something that is revealing or that is affecting national security. You're not going to get a trophy. You're not going to be televised and broadcasted everywhere. And clearances or not, most likely that's why they're, holding back the traffic from here. Because it happens sometimes, very rarely, that a video explodes a little bit and gets up to about 80,000 in 12 hours and then stops, and then 0 views for the next 2 weeks. It's very odd. You can clearly tell there's a manipulation. But Lancaster was a good one. Very funny. I remember Peter saying himself at the last day when we blocked him, he said, "I'm Lancaster. Be watching for Lancaster." And don't forget, Lancaster, well, that misheard some of my first trolls way back when I met John Lear. They all know each other. Every one of them know each other. I think it's your small screen. I got a brown tongue. Coffee. Doormaster 77, welcome. Sorry I didn't see you. It could be Bluebeam. I wish they had more documentation on that, but it's never a project that ever was made in the States. What do you guys think of that? Like, I did the research and stuff, and it's like, it doesn't exist. Bluebeam. Maybe there is documentation, but I didn't find it. That's for sure. Mama Bear, thanks again for being here. And thanks for the comments and all the support that you give this channel. Bad Persons, he sounds like a big ass troll. Oh, he is, Cecil. And not just a big ass troll, is that they're mad. So me, I have the most fun with the ones that are the haters. They get mad for nothing. They'll attack. And if I dare just say, "Did you see the idiot that's attacking me?" Oh, well, then he's even more mad because now I replied to him. So indirectly replying to him, as they say, but you can't fix stupid, eh? And some of them have aggressive anger management issues, and that is fun because they get so angry at the smallest thing, veins popping out of their neck for simple replies and stuff. People like that can't, and I'm not mocking them, but the trolls, yes, but they can't debate. Someone like that can't debate. Someone like that can't will never be able to do anything with my research, like trying to prove me wrong. How are you going to prove me wrong if you don't have a 14-inch telescope and seen the same things? That's what a lot of people forget. Before somebody vets me, they're going to have to start doing the same thing. Not vet me. I've already been vetted. I've been vetted, by the way. I hope you guys know that. 2021, I was vetted. They dismantled my research and said that there was no layering. They wanted to know with the Copernicus UFOs. They thought it was layering I was doing, putting the Copernicus crater in the back and adding another layer of a UFO in a transparent page, and I wasn't. So I was able to prove that also. Maybe SpaceX launches are just to fool the public. KM says, seem like now you say you saw a UFO and everyone dismisses it as a SpaceX. Absolutely. And you know it, KM. Thanks for the contribution, everyone. You know it, KM. When people come here, they tell me it's satellites and SpaceX. I don't believe it. I don't believe they actually believe they are. That's just that one person, Limey, the same people that come here and attack the channels. There's lots of them. I have hundreds of them, guys, and they don't disappear. They're still around. I see them on other channels, but they like changing up their names. They like hiding with fake channels and stuff because it's harder to recognize them. Not that I'm even trying to recognize them. Can't do anything. You block a channel, they'll just be back the next day or the next hour. It takes 2 seconds to start another channel. Doormaster 77, thanks again. It's been stated that a fake invasion would be the last move. Thank you, Kai. And I believe that. I believe that. And I believe with efficiency that it could be something that really works. Fake alien invasion, which I'm not sure that they would use. I'm happy you mentioned that, Kai. But if they do, I mean, what's it going to give them? If it's to be able to do locking down, that's what I'm afraid of, because they're doing many means of things and mean things to be able to lock us down in our towns in all the countries around the world. They're locking us down, forcing us to remain there. The climate excuse is coming up soon. They want to take the cars off the road, and soon enough, the way they're talking, 2030, 2035 here, finish. No cars left on the road. Absolutely. We'll all be putting flowers inside of the cars. Hey, thanks again, you guys. Luke, my friend, Luke Nathan Midlin. You guys can check out his channel too. Has a couple of channels now. Just opened another one. Hey, Bruce, I wish to ask if you could say a prayer for my father, David, who is in the hospital again. Anyway, thank you for the stream and catch you soon. Absolutely, man. Yeah, he told me he was in the hospital again, and he has been in my prayers for the past 2 days. I love you, brother. He's strong. Do keep me posted though on how he's doing, and when he comes out. He was even kind enough, the guy at the hospital, to message me and to tell me that he was back there. So absolutely, will be in our prayers. David White, big contributor to the channel, also member. He's the one that gave me the seal image and stuff. So how is he, Luke? And at the same time, do keep me posted on how he's doing, man. I want him in all of your prayers tonight, guys, because David is someone I love very much, like a brother. Like Luke. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, man. Could be buried, Doormaster 77. Look at the helm. CIA, the documents for MK Ultra, Project Paperclip, 20 to 30,000 documents that were destroyed. And that, they got rid of the documents because, all the names of the kids they were lobotomizing. They were kidnapping children from the United States, coming through a tunnel here to the Doria Institute in Franklin, Quebec here, under the rule of Maurice Duplessis at that time here, the governor in Quebec. Horrible. Literally renting out Canada for the American CIA to come on over, and Douglas, that doctor that they got down from Scotland, to come down here, and he was hired as head of at the hospital Montreal. And I keep forgetting the name, Van Allen Memorial, whatever. I keep mixing up with the Van Allen belts. They hired him there, and he was just taking in people. People were bringing their children, they didn't want to take care of anymore. If they were poor or whatnot, there was no questions asked. They were left on the doorstep, and they started lobotomizing them. So pretty crazy. Steven, thanks, brother. Yeah, man. Absolutely. And don't forget the warships, the Russian warships that came by, and they went, what is it, 60 miles? I don't know how many miles, maybe even closer, to the States along the shore. And then they went up to Haiti, Dominican Republic. I'm not sure where there was. Cuba, other side, just on the other side of the island of Dominican Republic, Cuba. That'd be a hell of a tongue, eh? Oscar the Grouch. What'd you miss? That was at 123. Well, if you weren't here, yeah, listen. Mothership, 3 levels, was seen for 30 seconds in Red Rocks, and it was seen outside of Red Rocks, on the outskirts of Red Rocks, and many dozens of people saw it hovering stationary over 30 seconds and then tipped and then disappeared, vanished into thin air. And they confirmed that it wasn't a drone. They confirmed it wasn't planes. It wasn't satellites. It was massive. It was a massive mothership. It looked like it was metallic. It had 3 stories and it had windows and lights all around it. So that could be something human. Very interesting. This is crazy, pretty crazy, guys. John D'Souza from the FBI says it exists, right? There's another one, Scorpio. John D'Souza, all these people that people are like, I don't trust them. I don't trust. It's like we're spitting on everything and anyone's saying. Luis Elizondo, a lot of people come here and say, I don't trust them. It's not about trusting them or not. It's that I want to hear all the stories. I want to hear every single story to know exactly what's going on, whether they're telling the truth or not. I want to come to my own conclusion. And again, if you're like me, I'm listening in on stories that are coming out from around the world. And every time I hear a characteristic, as a ufologist, that's what I do. I analyze and document characteristics to UFOs, that tipping, stationary, hovering, and tipping sideways and then taking off. That is something commonly said about UFOs. Maybe not common events, but I've heard it before several times. So you analyze those characteristics and you say, it could be a real story, right? Like Angel, that kid in Los Angeles or Las Vegas that said that, apparently the 2 extraterrestrials 10 feet tall, it's real. They have a cloaking device in front of them. So I'm telling you, a lot of the truth is coming out. Could be some lying in there, but we got to stop assuming that everything's a lie. So it is real. Exactly. And again, that's how they protect themselves. The more they show us, the more they're able to hide things quite easily on top of it. Oh, yes. That's why I drive around in a blue car. Blue shirt. Usually a blue hat. Like the UN's hats. Blue. Hilarious. For 3 Norm. Hi, all. Thank you very much. I have the exact blue in my car. That's awesome. Yeah, because lasers can't go through that color. Isn't it interesting that our sky is blue? Maybe it's deliberate. God made the sky blue so we can't beam a laser out into the blue sky. We'll have to wait till nighttime to do it. I don't know. There you go. Blue van, straight up. Get 2 blue dice in the mirror and you're set. That's all you need. 101 on X. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Hey, Chip, thanks again, man, for everything. Hello from South Florida. Your work in this space, I'm so sorry for answering so late, guys. You're a must watch for anything related to UFO, especially your work with your telescope showing incredible anomalies on the moon. Chip, it means so much. Thank you so much for that and for the contribution, man. I really appreciate that. Father's back in hospital again. Yes, with this damn leg problem. Anyway, hope you are all well and blessed Friday to you all. And do keep us posted about that, Luke, please. Oh, sure. I can go get that link for you right now if you want. Hang tight, my friend. I'll get that link for you right away. UFO news is what I typed in to get it. And you'll get to a link called KDVR. There we go. Click on top. Edit, copy. There's a link, my friend, straight from channel 2, Fox 30, 31, something like that. And there's a link, Cecil. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to post a link. I can't even see your links when you post them, guys. There's a link. Hopefully it's a link and not just a black image. Stardust, thanks a lot. I am scrolling down all the way down. It's because I repeat myself. Xander, I don't like jumping over people. You have a clear sky and look east, northeast. After sunset, you just may catch a supernova. Should be as bright as the pole star. That's true. We got a lot of activity here going on there. That's my music channel. If you guys want to take a look, absolutely. Google is part of the control group to affect our lives. 100%. 100%. And they're doing everything, especially with the elections coming up. They're going to be really suppressing. Is Revelations someone remote viewed years ago? I like that one. Ed for Action. Honestly, I like that one. I don't even think that's ridiculous. Because I, for one, believe that the Bible was written by someone like Confucius that traveled the world, and that he would go and he would see an amazing, incredible mountain and he'd write about it. And again, I pray to God, and I believe that there is a creator. It's complicated, which is I'm allowed. It's allowed to be complicated in my life, my God. But I'm open-minded. I do believe the Bible could have been absolutely rewritten and manipulated without saying that God doesn't exist there. Just maybe we didn't see the real book, right? Lee Werner, thank you very much. In Nevada. Appreciate that, man. Hello. Got married at Red Rocks. Right on, Lee. First time I'm hearing of it, man. I'm here in Canada and Quebec, French province of Quebec. Absolutely radar to avoid the next election. It's absolutely that. I believe it, Doormaster. Possible cloaking technology. 100%. No, man. Lee, thanks for asking. They did not get any picture at all of the UFO craft with all the dozens of people there seeing it. Lasted only about 30 seconds, and there's no proof or evidence. Only many handfuls of people, dozens, declaring what happened. Right on, Jules. Trump had 4 years to disclose alien files. Why nothing? Because he's not allowed. That's just my belief. He is not allowed to bring it out. He tried to bring it out in the last elections when he came in. The Galactic Federation themselves forbid him to talk about anything UFO related. He has files in hand right now. I believe that he did talk about it, but that he talked about it in a skiff. So he talked about it behind closed doors, like Congress saw the 50 plus whistleblowers testimonies, I'm pretty sure. And now they're going to make a decision and whatnot to have more transparency. A lot of people are saying it's not going to happen. It is going to happen. I love the shit show. It's just happening. So much truth is going to come out from all of it. How can it not is what I see it, the way I see it. Doormaster 77, thank you so much for the contributions, you guys. I really appreciate that. Oscar says custodian files is also on the ball. There's a phone in landscape mode, zoom half in, film object 150 feet, plane, etc. Rewatch clip and slow down. Thank you, Anika. Yeah, Mixed Man, a UFO cruise ship, aliens on a cruise around Earth. It's sort of like just for the elites where, you're stationed like over top of where you live and you just stay in a spacecraft and you're allowed taking pictures, but you're not allowed bringing pictures back. Something like that. Pretty sure. Stefan, thank you very much. Wow. Munich. Thank you. That's awesome. Richard Crooks from the UK. Thank you very much, man. As always, thanks for coming back, bro. Of course. Trevor, thanks so much, man. Game Cat, Behemoth. So sorry if I missed some of you. Mojo's Mama B. scrolling all the way down because like I'm like Hannah tattoo here in Shetland. It's been raining the whole of June. Yeah, I believe you. Well, for me here, Hannah tattoo. Thanks for being here. For me here, we have a record that was made. Rain record, water level record here in Quebec. A lot of water. It's the wettest June that we've ever witnessed in history here in Quebec. Trump is responsible for no, he's not. No, he's not. To be the cooler heads prevail kind of people. Honestly, I believe in freedom of speech, so I'll allow you that. But honestly, me personally, you sound fucking retarded, dude. Seriously. Seriously. I honestly respect your opinion, but that is such a load of shit. Your fucking Capitol Police allowed and forced people inside. Stop pretending, Game Cat, that you didn't see the video of them letting people in. What about Babbitt, Ashley, who was murdered in her forehead by a fuckhead cop? And then a police officer died the next day, and they said, oh, a police officer was killed. That was a lie. I know all about January 6th. I am so proud of America for January 6th. And the people that are on the left misinforming like you, Game Cat, I don't even believe that you believe that. Democrats seem to be the cooler heads. You must be fucking embarrassed to say that, which makes me laugh. You're allowed your opinion. It's sort of like advertisement, but you did it once, no problem. But I suggest you not to say it twice. Democrats are full of shit. Even some of the Republicans are. But to say that January 6th was an attack by Trump, you're a piece of shit. You're not a true American. I guarantee you're not American if you said that. That is full of shit. Sorry, I have a little bit of Alex Jones inside of me. It's hard not to get mad at these fuckheads that are destroying the world, completely destroying the world. But honestly, you sound stupid with what you just said. I'm sure a lot of people here are going to say you're nuts. And I'm surprised that they didn't block you. Or maybe you are, and I won't see you anymore. City shutting down from gang after gang. It's bad. It really is. Hey, muchas gracias, amiga. Amiga. Amica? No, amiga. You have to correct me. Lisa, thank you very much. Saludos desde México. Gracias por venir a mi canal de investigación de ovnis. Muchas gracias. Am acting like a complete goof gives most Americans a role model since they too are complete morons. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so. My son is going to be here the minute I get off. And actually, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to go head on over. And but I promise to recompensate it, Donovan. It's the curse of the second Friday live stream that never works. Jim Bob North. That's not really Biden. No, of course not. It's an actor playing Biden with dementia. Great actor. A hell of an actor. Hell of an actor. Who's it? John Travolta. Jack Black. Game Cat, you don't lie on this channel. There's only truth. Because you're mad at the debate, because your fuckhead looked pretty bad. Trump for president, bitches. I hope you're ready. Be strong, America. Oh my God, Bruce said bitches. I'm a wheel watcher. Scrolling down. Game Cat. Hope you're not offended that I blocked you. Come back with a fake channel if you want. Mosquitoes will be a lock you in your house episode. You're an amazing whistleblower, but not a government one, which is awesome. Yes, exactly. Because if I was a government whistleblower, I could be misinformation. And again, if I am an agent, I could be misinforming. Don't know what the use would be to be proving, showing what's on the moon, and then, I think so. Oop, give me a second. Got something in my eye. I think so, Kai. I absolutely think so, Kai. Ooh, sorry about that. Let's face it. Do you believe anything the government tells you? Well, who is the government? Oh, yes, yes. There's lots. Yep, yeah. There's lots of parts of the government. I believe lots of parts of government. I believe very truthful. I'm not going to hide that. But you see, usually when somebody asks me, "Do you think the government is telling the truth?" I tell you, they're all fucking liars. But the government, look at just the 85,000 the Biden administration, idiots, wanted to hire, okay, as agents only 85,000. Okay. Imagine that. So, how many people are employed and hired that work inside of the government? You know why there's a UFO report? It's because the government started this. It's CIA on the inside that wanted to bring information out. So, yeah, on the inside of the CIA, on the inside of the FBI, there are good players. And I also believe there are integrated spies that it's been integrated, like the CIA integrated and infiltrated every association in the States. I believe the CIA has been infiltrated and is being dismantled since 2019. I promise you, they're being dismantled. And you're going to see less and less coming out from the CIA eventually. No big projects or anything are going to be done. They're going to take back the control. The people have to take back the control of the CIA. The CIA works for the states, not the other way around. The governments were formed by the people to act and speak for the people, but it's the other way around. Now they're controlling us. They're stealing our money and tax dollars, using that to do friggin' secret projects with UFOs and maybe even possibly abducting bloody children with our own money. So it's like the depopulation of Earth. We're paying for it. You know, that's what I said. When we get up to heaven, there's going to be a reimbursement check. We're going to get some money back. Maybe an extra set of wings or something. Oh, I get double wings. Big fucking whoop. Who knows, who knows what's going to happen? 173 on X. What's happening? That's good. Thank you so much. Unicorn, baby, thank you for stopping by. Tell you, Cecil, it's just amazing, the telescope and everything you can see. And my first night going out on the moon, I was able to see a UFO. But me, I'm very lucky that there are UFOs here and possibly coming from the moon and landing here on Earth. It's just something beautiful, but I do believe it. I do believe it's very possible. Hey, muchas gracias, Unicorn baby. From Nuevo Mexico. Thank you. From New Mexico. Thanks, Jules. Thanks, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate that. Polly, WK, no one got any pictures or videos of the mothership. No, it was shown only for about 30 seconds or so. An article was written about it. There were witnesses who explained what they saw. Yep, like I just said, absolutely. Bruce, I saw a UAP roughly a month ago in Texas. Thanks for commenting. I got 2 photos I have shared with people, and not the first I've seen in my life. There's something more to life than the authorities are letting on. Absolutely. And the ones that are in contact with extraterrestrials and aliens and entities, like I am, I'm exempt from the pandemic. I'm exempt from the shit system here on Earth. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm literally seeing how the matrix works and the illusion that is a physical illusion, where it's not an illusion or a television screen and game. We're physically here, physical objects. There's pain, mental pain, physical pain. That's all real. But the idea, the presentation, the perception that we all have is wrong. We're upside down. We're not understanding. And it's not that we're not understanding. We were told the opposite. So we believe what we were told. And some of us waver off. You know, we sort of get away from the center of it all and try to turn around, get far away, take a long walk far away, turn back around, and to look at the whole situation. What the hell's going on? Some people are awake and they're able to do that. Some of us have been visited. Some of us have another something in the brain that is activated that some people don't have. And I don't think it has anything to do necessarily with intelligence. I think it has to do with, I don't know, the perception, pineal gland, maybe for some reason. Some of us, if not all of us, are from other planets. It's something that's very possible. Some people can still laugh at that. It's so true. It was joke. It was a joke. You're absolutely right about that. They're all denied it. They all said it was bullshit. They laughed by playing X-Files music and mocking the people. I mean, listen, we got pilots, military pilots and stuff. But now the problem is that David Grush and the people that whistleblow to him are higher up. It's people that are in charge of these secret projects that are coming out because there's some disturbing shit that's going on with these secret projects. And that, I believe it, and I'm happy that it's going to come out. Maybe not come out entirely, but there's no way in hell they can hide it. It's like me, what I showed on the moon. Do you think it's going to be hidden? Like, do you think the first day that I showed that, there's not 1 million people that saw that and started talking, and Russia and everyone and acting? What I'm showing is everything there. Everything that's on the moon that hasn't been showed, I'm showing it. And I'm showing it in an incredible way. Bruce, have you seen the shard? Fuck the shard. There's cities up there. They're all connected. Smokes and hazes. UFOs are going to and from the surface. You slow down the shit and you see everything very, very clearly. I'm showing it. I'm showing it through the atmosphere and hazes. And it's just very evident. Megadog 342. God is probably great, but these gods use discretion. Yes, when the sons of gods looked down upon the daughters of men. It's happening. We are in times of revelation, I'm telling you. They can call it national security and get away with anything. Absolutely, Ed, for action. It's exactly true. That's what they do. They turn around and they say, well, we can't talk about it because it affects national security. Well, we don't know if it's a foreign adversary or not. We don't know if it's extraterrestrial or not. But still, never did they say it wasn't extraterrestrial. They're just not talking about it. It's simply impossible. All died. I forgot a turtle in water over winter. No problem. Oh, you just fucked me up there. Mick, thank you. Sky is blue right now with just streaks in it. Yes, the typical damn new blue sky now. It comes with streaks. Information on... Oh, the hospital. Oh, yeah, hang on. It's the Allen Memorial Hospital. You have to look up Dr. Douglas. I don't remember his first name, but doesn't matter. MK Ultra, words that you need to use. MK Ultra, mind control, Doria Institute in Franklin, Quebec, Douglas. Doria Institute, Franklin, Quebec, Dr. Douglas. Douglas could actually be this first name. Is a doctor. Okay, hold on. What's his name? If you want to also look it up in Canada, you're looking up the Canadian Holocaust. Nobody knows about it. The Canadian Holocaust is all about MK Ultra mind controlling. They're even talking about the people that the government is paying back. They're giving them like, hey, we fucked up your brain and lobotomized the shit out of you, so we're going to give you $19,000. Basically what they were giving people. So MK Ultra. Montreal, MK Ultra experiments. Another term. Between 1957 and 1964, there he is, a piece of Donald Ewan Cameron. Sorry, that's a doctor you're looking for. And Donald Ewan Cameron, he led the secret experiments. And it was at the Allen Memorial Institute as part of Project MK Ultra. Started right here in Montreal. He's from Scotland, came down here to the States, be a CIA agent, and he was working indirectly, dual citizenship here in Montreal and in Franklin. It was horrible. It was conducted at the Allen Memorial Institute, the psychiatric experiments in Montreal. The Allen Memorial Institute in Montreal, a psychiatric teaching hospital affiliated with McGill University. McGill is bad news. McGill are lobotomizing and doing mind control. Okay, that's why the secret societies are there. Okay, so one of them, Scottish American psychiatrist, like I said, from Scotland, Dr. Donald Ewan Cameron, led and conducted these experiments. The program is widely believed, this is MK Ultra, to have been partly funded by the United States Central Intelligence Agency. The CIA were part of this as part of their top secret MK Ultra program. So you see, in the States, when they're doing secret projects, like with NASA, who we are building an array system for them here, many associations here in Montreal, and some of them are even American, and some of them, we got monkeys and shit right here. I mean, I could drive 20 minutes away and show you a laboratory with monkeys and stuff that it's hidden. I even know some of the people that work there. I'm not even talking about it because don't want to expose them, but in reality, it's right here in a stupid regular town, not mine, but very close. And all this happened. So from the States, they come over to do the MK Ultra projects here with Canadians. So they can come and grab someone here and traffic. Where do you think the people that were trafficked in Georgia a couple of days ago, the kids being trafficked in a big rig, where do you think they're going? Well, they're not going to stay in the States. They're going to be coming to Canada. They can be going to Mexico. That's what they do. The States leave their country to go get something and bring it in, or they leave with what someone in their country and they sell it off to someone else. Traffic, trading. It's ridiculous. Programs widely believed to have been partly funded by the CIA MK Ultra program. The Canadian government also funded the project. The experiment's purpose was originally and officially listed as an effort to find a cure for schizophrenia. Same way, guys, that they wanted to find, a cure for COVID by vaccinating us. Okay. However, in reality, the project conducted illegal human experimentation, same thing, to determine whether drugs and psychological techniques could be used. There's also LSD that was used, list of many things, could be used for the purposes of mind control. Officially, neither the United States nor Canada has admitted to being responsible for the experiments. So survivors have attempted to receive compensation with some success. The United States became interested in mind control in the 1950s after the Korean War. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, World War IV too, another possibility. So before I get off, I want to scroll down and say hello to Shelley Morgan. Thank you very much for being here. Plus, illegal slave trading allow people to cross border illegally to pick crops, and that's Pelosi said it herself. Yep, you can watch her say it. I saw it. I remember. Thank you, Viner Sutra. Thank you very much. No, brother, the ships are in Red Rock. It's in the USA. Hang on, I will tell you. Colorado, I think. I'm not sure. Red Rock, USA is where? Call me stupid. Colorado. So Red Rock is in Colorado. It is in Colorado. So apparently there is no videos, but there's lots. There's Red Rocks Canyon. There's Jefferson County, where the park is a mountain park. So probably a very good area. So they're talking about here the Red Rocks Amphitheater. And if I look on Wikipedia, look up Red Rocks Amphitheater. What is it? It's Red Rocks Amphitheater, also known colloquially, an English word I didn't know, as simply Red Rocks, is an open air amphitheater. Okay, so like an outside sort of stage in the western United States near Morrison, Colorado, approximately 10 miles, 16 kilometers southwest of Denver, Colorado, which owns and operates it, in addition to several other large sandstone formations nearby. So there is where the UFOs are being seen. So pretty interesting. President Trump had 4 years of watching Biden destroy our country with his minions, and he will clean house come November. Absolutely. And, he literally can't do anything right now. Nobody can. They're literally, wanting to arrest him. They tried to indict him 3 or 4 times without success. Mar-a-Lago, they went and busted into there to take back some information, some documents, which all presidents have, by the way. Clinton, Bush, Obama, Biden, the idiot, in his own garage, unlocked beside his expensive gas-guzzling Corvette, had many files that were not supposed to be at his house. So what's the problem? We shouldn't have let Obama in. And I say we, like I'm American, but I take it very personally, what's going on with the States. Whatever happens to American people is going to happen to the rest of the world. America is the leading country, and it's in charge of a lot of shit around the world. So whatever's happening in America and whatever changes happen in America, they're going to pull that shit on us. The World Economic Forum is in charge. The deep state is in charge. This is very serious. I'll take the 227. We had a good stream, as always. Stuck around. I do too, meditate so often, Kristen. When I go to bed at night, you all laugh at me. When I go to bed at night, I always go to a new area and I come back with information. I've been doing this for the past 5-6 months. And sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, I wake up and in my dream, I have a new title that I have to look up, and I look up stuff, My dream the other day, I took down drones that were coming over my house with a fishing line and 5 sinkers at the end on strings. In my dream, I ran in my house to get a fishing line, which I don't have, and nor do I have tent poles. And I went into the house to grab the fishing poles and went outside. I had all these lines at the end with sinkers, and I just shooting that up to bring down the drones and bringing them down. So funny. But it made me think. I said, maybe we're going to see that happen in the news. Some island being invaded with drones, and they start catching them with, I don't know, John Cox, thanks you very much for being here. Dwayne Ayers, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. It was a joke. Hope it wasn't a joke. Danny, thanks again, man, for being here. Yes, you got the 10 poles. I have a tent here. I have only one tent in my house, but the poles are the wrong poles. It's not like I had another tent where I could go get the tent and change the poles with it. No, just a tent with the wrong poles. And mine is a big tent. It's a 12 place, something like that. 14 place, 12 place. And the poles for my 14 place tent were too big. So it was like a tent of 20 people that I had the poles to. I said, I don't understand. I don't know. I appreciate that, Kai. Dark, thank you very much. I appreciate that comment. NASA's talking about climate change. Wonder when they... Simply Samantha, how are you? Yes, wonder when they will tell you the truth about the destructive sun cycles at 6,000, 12,000 years, the younger, driest period. Yes. And now, how many years is that? It's here. It is here. We are in the shift and the pole shift. Listen, Earth shifts every 680,000 years, approximately. But the sun's every 11 years, 22-year cycle, really not 11-year cycle. It's a 22-year cycle of the sun. But we could be in part of an ice age, right? Interglacial period from 10,000 years ago. That's not even finished there. I had an erotic dream last night, says Grip. I was marooned on a desert island, which had no grass to cut. I like that one. Cut my grass today. Boy, it was long. Not long, but it was growing. It's growing often. Control is an illusion. The puppet show only works when we agree to be puppets. I agree with that 100%. Trust your innate divinity. Choose truth and sovereignty over fear and control, right? Thank you very much. 3, entertain. Entertain, right on. Yeah, it could possibly be. Listen, an ice age warms up. When Earth heats up, it'll heat up. During an ice age, there is a heating up period, and it usually starts by that. So, or in the center, and you're going to get a period where things are going to thaw. There's going to be climate change. So, we could absolutely be in a natural process, but we can't spit on all the pollution and shit that we're doing to manipulate the Earth, right? Why are they studying asteroids so much? I'll tell you what's happening. Mars is bombarded by asteroids, so they say. The moon's bombarded by asteroids, they say. And why would that be? Well, it's simple because there's no magnetosphere, no more atmosphere. And I'm a little worried because the chemistry of our atmosphere around Earth is being manipulated and disturbed by something, natural or not. And we are seeing a climate change, but not for the same reason that people are saying that the climate is changing, if that makes any sense. Same, Jules. I have to get off too. We had a perfect stream. We should end it right there. We had some interesting conversation, and I'll see tonight. I'm not sure, and forgive me, I might not be on, but I'll be compensating for that. We'll get some good videos up. Life is so short and precious, says the last Australian. Absolutely. Do your best to, when you leave your mortal body, leave this earth better. Absolutely. I agree with that. Temps reported to be cold. They call it upwelling, right? I heard that. I think there is more going on. I think also more. Yes, be prepared. I think so, Kai. I sort of agree with that. Pretty sure. It is absolutely diminishing. So they're studying the eventuality, what's going to happen. It's simple. If our magnetosphere goes down, and you know that those wings of light that are around Earth protecting us, if Earth is not an angel, we're in trouble, and Earth will be bombarded by asteroids and whatnot. Chemtrails are still happening. They are real. Absolutely. 100,000%. So listen, guys, we had an incredible stream, and I really want to thank you all for the amazing support. I'll be around, leaving and coming back with my son later. I'll keep you posted. Maybe try to get outside to have a little fire with him. Not any fire this year, except for 4 days of camping in the rain. We had one fire for an hour or two, actually, that we tried to stay. It was middle of the night, Elias and I trying to keep the fire up, but still we did it. Earth's magnetic field is down, yes, because of severe solar winds give us this terrible heat. Absolutely. You know, solar winds don't reach the Earth because we have that protection with the wings of light. That's why they have helium-3 10 feet all along the top layer soil of the moon. And on Earth, we don't have anything because apparently, you know, everything is being blocked. There's asteroids that burn up, you know, whether you want to call it a firmament or not, or the belts or those lights around, you know. Thank you so much, Kristen. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Anika and everyone. I'm right there with you on that, Kai. 100% everything. Right, just chin up. All great to be here with you all. Good things and take care. Keep safe. But we got nothing good going on, my friend. So good is about to happen. The rest of our lives, we're going to have only good, only good. Repeat after me. Only good, only good. Like a parrot. Only good. Bye for now, everyone. Thanks, everybody.